yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash, 100 yard, dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard, dash. 100 yard, dash. 100 yard, dash. 100 yard, dash. 100 yard, dash.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Break. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Fire.
On 1st and 10, Bloom throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hicks. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they move the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Go! 90 Wolf. Yeah. 61, Matchbox White. Check 13. Check 13. Bang, bang, bang. Ready?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got one. No. X3. 218, chopper. Undercut. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go. 30 base.
I'm going back to you.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, wahoo! Shoot!
On 3rd down, Bloom. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
On Sunday. He's coming. We got double up. Yellow.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers plant their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now it's Gurley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
90 is the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 90 is the mic. Hey, Mike 43. Watch the screen. Slam.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Correct. Check tight, check tight, check tight. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Yellow. There's a line, 80. 2 times, 2 times. We got 3, fellas. 15. 90 is the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Echo. 90 is the mic. Come on, D. Check 3. Check 37. Hey, Ripple is. Hey, 43.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He's going to air one out. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bloom. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the San Diego first down.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun, Bloom. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 2nd down, Witherspoon looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Go. 14 spill. Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33. Strong right.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, set. Check mark, man. Hey, team 6. Check mark, man. Hey, check mark.
On 3rd and 2, Bloom. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Attack! Hey, let's get there. 90 is the mic. 65. 90 is the mic.
Mahomes now on first down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 28. Watch the screen.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check 20, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Slam.
Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw. Bloom. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
8, read.
Mike 34. Watch the run.
5.
Off the play fake. Bloom. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Yellow. RWA.
Check in. Double dog. That's the way.
15.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
15.
He's crashing. He's checking crap. Watch twist.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 32-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, 57. Shift.
He goes to use you. He comes to me. It's me.
15.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes is going to let this go for the... He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's the fullback. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Topper!
Throwing on first down. Bloom. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Bloom. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bloom. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7.
Exit.
At the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Complete to number 80. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the San Diego 1st down.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Don't get nervous. Watch that.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. Badgley able to knock this one through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
After the main field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Keep playing hard.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Everyone got four down. Shit.
Hey, Sunday.
All day, punt. Jam.
Mahomes will try again on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
X3, 218, hit it.
Now a give right side. Witherspoon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Crusaders.
Ready? 10-2 start. Ready?
Now a handoff working right. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check 99. Check 99. Watch the safety.
Recon, 132 fighter. Cut. Hey, Charlie.
34, right 34.
Go.
Yo. Dude.
Looking to throw. Bloom. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
You draw Corker.
SOS.
Hey!
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, let's go.
They'll try the left side. Witherspoon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw on 3rd down. Bloom. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Mahomes now to throw. Going left side, it's complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, it's our house. Check safety.
Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On second down now, Witherspoon. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Check nine, check nine. Hey, orbit. Snap.
On third down, Bloom. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We're back now in KC. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Bloom. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Pilot, 64, reach, go.
They'll run on first down. Witherspoon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Chopper! Brings up second and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Shoot!
Look at me, zipper!
To throw on second down, Bloom. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. to throw. Bloom. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. On fourth down, Bloom. And this is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Bravo. Mike 28.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Gurley. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Looking to throw. Bloom throwing middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Joker, 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 Joker. Kill, kill, kill.
80 weapon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Looking to throw on second down. Bloom. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Go, 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 go.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Go, 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 cheetah, cheetah.
On 3rd and 2, Bloom. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first down, Witherspoon, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I can't hit it.
From the gun, Bloom. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Echo. Get it.
To throw again. Bloom. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the San Diego
Go now.
first
8
down.
lead.
I'm scared.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half